Okay, it looks like now that this woman is surrendering here in Grady County after more than 5 hours.
I know, we need to get right back out to Jim. Jim, what have you seen so far?
Well, that's right. She just now, the armored vehicle pulled up and basically took that door that was open and bent it all the way back. She was basically laying under a lot of that paper and a lot of other stuff that she had piled on top of her, and she came out with the dog. You know, out of this whole thing, I think the little dog may have been the one that convinced her to come out of this car, because after they got that door open, that little dog went inside there, and then it's just been a short time. Once they bent that door back and then backed out, you saw her come out holding that little dog there, and she has now finally surrendered to officers now. She came out, she was unarmed, just holding the little dog, and now they are moving up, and they will take her into custody, which is, boy, it's a good scenario. She came out with nobody getting injured here, and like I said, I think the little dog had a lot to do with that, because she was clutching onto that dog when she came out of that car. So a good ending here. I think it's finally going to be over, and she's going to be taken into custody, and you know, couldn't ask for a better ending. Jim Garpoint live from Bob Mills, Scotty's 9, back to you.
Hey Jim, just another question about the dog real quick. I know we just saw that kind of late, not about, I don't know, about 15 minutes ago. Did you see that dog earlier today at all? And all of a sudden this dog appears. Was it close by the whole time? What was going on there?
That dog had been around the house all day. It had been around pretty close to the house. It had run back and forth and everything. And then once that door and really once the back window came out, the dog started getting close to that car, because it probably could pick up the scent of that woman. And then when they broke out the side window, then the dog just stayed around the door there, and that's when she opened the door and the little dog jumped in. And then it was only a few minutes here, they went up and pushed that door open, where it almost tried to take it off the hinges, but pushed it open, and she came out clutching that little dog, which is you know, she's being taken into custody, and it's just a great ending here for a long standoff here. Well, not standoff, but barricaded subject in that officer's patrol SUV there. But you can see her taken into custody. So that's all I can say, Carl and Bobby, is just it came to a good end here. Jim Garpoint live for Bob Mills, Scotty's 9, back to you.
And hats off to law enforcement down there, putting in long hours in this heat and having this conclusion here down in Grady County there, just south of Bridge Creek. So again, what started off at 11:45 today comes to a peaceful conclusion. A woman, again, acting strangely. Officers show up, deputies show up, put her in handcuffs. Somehow she is able to slip those handcuffs, get a gun, and start firing at law enforcement and civilians there. One person was hit, and a deputy was also hit. The deputy treated and released from the hospital. He's going to be fine. We're trying to learn a little bit more about the bystander who's also hit, but we understand that person was seen walking to the ambulance, so we think that's a good sign. And now the subject here, this woman, is taken into custody.
Yeah, and no doubt they did try a lot of different ways to get her out, so, you know, this whole time, keeping that line of communication, and it is very good to see it in this way, to her get out of the car on her own and say, yeah, that's enough. That's going to do it for me. And they're also, I think it's kind also, they even like kept the dog near her, even though they're like, we got to put you back in handcuffs, you know,
right.
we really got to do this now.